So in my rare breaks from LARPing as a Christian guru to appease my conservative platform and audience, I've been playing Astro on PS5, and it's quite interesting. So the game begins with Astro and his fellow bots flying across the universe in a giant PS5. So essentially, it's the story of Moses. He's leading his people in an exodus of sorts away from chaos and towards the order of the promised land. But then catastrophe strikes when this woke, postmodernist alien appears to cancel Astrobot. He attacks the bots and scatters them across the cosmos. Now, what's really interesting about this is that amongst the bots who have become lost in the eternal struggle of being are ones who represent video game characters from beloved franchises spanning the whole of PlayStation's past. So this means that, well, to put it in the simplest terms I possibly can, a core component of the metaphysical structure of this bot society is a compilation of stories and experiences from the mythos of PlayStation. And such narratives and experiences are bloody important, man. They're crucial. Without them, Astro has lost the metaphysical substrate of his ethos. And that's no bloody joke, man. It's utter chaos. But of course, the opposite consequence of catastrophe is that it's the catalyst for the hero's journey. You know, it's like Jung said, we all have to confront our own inferno. All of us. And you can be damn sure that includes little robots that fly around space in PlayStation products. So, as any responsible man would, Astro bears his suffering nobly and sets out to rebuild the metaphysical foundations of his society and to reclaim his place at the top of the dominance hierarchy. So that's our premise. We now have to think about gameplay. Of course, it's like, what do you mean by gameplay? Well, in the case of Astrobot, you traverse various levels in a very traditional 3D platformer style, with various bots to rescue scattered around each stage. Astro's main move is this sort of laser hover / double jump, and it's like, think about what that means, like really think about it, man. What's a laser for? Well, that depends what you mean by laser, of course, and there are endless subjective interpretations of that definition. A laser may be a tool for precision, allowing you to fine-tune Astro's jumps and to target specific areas and objects below him. So that's order! But there's also chaos involved. His lasers are deadly weapons. They bring pain and suffering. But so does anything in life that's meaningful and worth pursuing. It's necessary. That's what Nietzsche meant, you know? So in that sense, Astrobot is essentially Christ. Not only does he embrace his damn suffering, he makes it his entire purpose for being. It's like, take his theme song, I Am Astrobot. It's a proclamation of everything he represents, the justification of suffering, the hero's journey, the quest for dominance and family. It's all contained within his fundamental metaphysical axiomatic claim of I am Astrobot. And in a psychological context, we are all Astrobot. Oh yeah, and on that note, the soundtrack, man, it's just banger after banger. I've been listening to it a lot while cleaning my room. So yes, overall, Astrobot is a much-needed addition to the PS5's small library of exclusives. It's just so focused on fun and is brimming with more personality and charm than any woke moralist. Solid 9 out of 10 from me, if perhaps there was just a little more challenge available for seasoned gamers like myself. It could well be a 10. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go boot the game up and just vibe on that beach with the giant lobster claws. It helps me think, eh?